let's talk about how to become unprovokable, how to reclaim your emotional control, how to build that unshakable inner peace and finally stop letting other people get under your skin.
You know the feeling, right? Someone says just one thing or sends one little email, and your whole day is just ruined. It's that frustrating feeling when someone pushes all your buttons and suddenly they're living rent-free in your head for hours.
But here's the thing, though. The real problem, it isn't them. It's the fact that we're basically handing over the keys to our own emotions. Think about that. We're giving them control. So this is all about how to take those keys back.
All right, so first up, why do we lose our emotional control? To figure out how to take it back, we've got to understand how we lose it to begin with. It really comes down to this. When someone provokes us, they're trying to gain power over our emotional state. It's a game, They push our buttons, hoping for a reaction. And when we react, when we lose our cool, well, we've just handed them the win. We give them that control. It's a trap. And man, we fall for it all the time.
Okay, so here's where things get really interesting. We almost always blame the wrong thing. We think the problem is anger, but that's not really it.
Look at this. We think feeling angry is the problem, but it's not. Anger is just an emotion, a signal. The real problem is what we do next. It's that knee-jerk, thoughtless reaction. It's letting that initial little spark of anger turn into a bonfire that just burns up your entire day. That's the key difference.
So why is that reaction so automatic? Well, it's basically our caveman brain kicking in. Seriously, your nervous system is wired to see criticism or disrespect as a physical threat. It's a holdover from a time when being kicked out of the tribe meant you were, tiger food. That ancient wiring is still there, firing off even when the threat is just a passive-aggressive email.
Okay, so this is the crucial part. If we want to change that outdated knee-jerk reaction, we have to shift our inner perspective first. It's an inside job. And here it is, the big mindset shift. Their behavior is an expression of their inner state, not a statement about your worth. Let that sink in. When someone's rude or provocative, it's almost always about their own junk, their stress, their fears. You just happen to be standing there. Once you really get that, it changes the entire game.
So here's how you do it. You have to detach your ego. See, that's what they're aiming for. They want you to take it personally. But if you can separate your identity from what they say, if you can just choose not to hand over your emotional state, you win. You realize they're just playing a game to push your buttons. And if you don't react, the game is over. It's meaningless.
And listen, this is not about letting people off the hook for bad behavior. Not at all. It's about you choosing not to carry a weight that doesn't belong to you. When you stop interpreting every little signal as a personal attack, you put down their baggage. You're free.
All right, that's the big picture mindset. Now let's get practical. Let's talk about your in-the-moment toolkit.
First thing, you need to build what I call an emotional filter. Think about it. Your emotions are a limited resource, just like your time or your money. You wouldn't throw money away on useless things, right? So why waste your precious emotional energy on every little provocation?
So here's the filter. It's a simple 3-step process. The next time you feel that heat rising, just ask yourself these 3 things real quick. 1, is this urgent? 2, is this useful? And 3, is this useless? 99% of the time, it's going to fall into that third category. And if it's useless, just let it go. It's not worth your energy.
But what if that impulse is already there, and it's strong? Okay, this is a great one. Intentional distraction. It's basically a little mental trick you play on yourself. The goal is to create a few crucial seconds of space, a little pause between the impulse and your response. That tiny gap is everything. It's just enough time for your rational brain to show up and take over.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Seriously, just try something simple. Slowly count the sounds you can hear in the room. Or focus really hard on your breathing. Or, my favorite, spot 5 objects around you that are the same color. It works because your brain literally can't be in a full-blown emotional state and a neutral observational state at the exact same time. It's a pattern interrupt. It breaks the
Okay, let's say you're really in it. The emotion has already taken hold. You've got 2 more awesome tools in your back pocket. The first is a physical one, a temperature shift. The second is a mental one, humor. Think of it as your emotional emergency exit.
And with humor, we're not talking about telling a knock-knock joke. It's about stepping back and pointing out the absurdity of the moment. Something like, wow, We're acting like this is the finale of a reality show. See? It's not an attack on them, it's a comment on the situation. It breaks the tension and serves as a total reset button, bringing everyone back to reality.
So there you have it. When you combine that big perspective shift with these super practical, in-the-moment tools, you become unprovokable. You're bulletproof.
You know, this quote just nails it. Life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you choose to respond. We waste so much energy trying to control that 10%, other people, situations. But our real power, the thing we actually have control over, is that 90%, our response.
At the end of the day, you are the only one who can decide if something is worth losing your peace over. Think about it. That thing that's making you so angry right now, will you even remember it next week? Probably not. So is it really worth giving up your peace of mind for?
So, I'm going to leave you with that one thought. The next time you feel that provocation, that button being pushed, just stop and ask yourself one simple question. Who holds the keys to your emotions? And now, you know the answer is always you.